just wanted to just start this by just giving a little bit of premise before I bring in the guest. All right. I've been seeing him pop up on my timeline recently when it came to Mr. Lewinn, aka Mr. Slewin. He had dropped the video giving some information about the whole robbery that went down. Apparently, he was there as one of the people in the robbery, and he gave some wild information. Y'all remember this? I tried to bring up the story, and the shit kept on disappearing. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Every time I go to, and listen, this is 2 times. It was one time when we were doing the live stream. I went to go pull up the story or one of the stories, and I was like, all right, let's go pull it up now. Boom, gone. Next time I was doing the pod with the gang, I was like, oh yeah, that guy, Inside Connect. Yeah. Boom, go to pull up the story, gone again. And I've been, I followed his page. I've been taking in some of his content. He gives a lot of information about how some of the injustices inside and just some of the ways that some of you youngins, if you get fucked up in the system, how you should handle yourself, right? So very informative page. You know what? Before I bring in the guest, okay, and I'm not trying to slow walk the dog or anything like that, a part of my petty also started to come out. Let me pull this up. Okay, and salute to Randy. So I made this post over here. Black Mob versus Friday interviews, okay? We were talking about who, we had the interview with Steady Mobbin the other day, Q. And it's good because Steady Mobbin's audience came out in a frenzy. But then I noticed somebody over here in the chat. Dun, dun, dun. I thought he blocked me. We went to go pull up this nigga's page the other day. I couldn't find it. I thought I got added to the legendary block list. He probably got more people blocked than I have following me on Instagram. Low key. So he comes in the comments here. Not a single nigga in this comment section said the other guy's name. I woke up, returned fire. Aren't you the weirdo who threw his people under the bus after a robbery? Yeah, that's him. The comment section understood the assignment. I think I responded to him again. Love this comment section. I was like, this nigga woke up with jokes. This the only one that actually does journalism and does not unless and not unless chatter. Shout out Black Mob and Mob with Us, Real Toronto Podcast. Salute to them. I responded, you're not funny, Lewinn. He responded, fully respect platforms in the city, not an outsider masquerading as one of us. By the way, Black Mob from Ottawa. So yeah, that didn't work. Full love and respect to my guys. Keep putting on the 60-year-old nigga in putting the 60-year-old nigga in his place. I responded, you're a clown, brah. The whole city hates you, and your stand-up is garbage. Just the facts. Did he reply? In your basement, like Friday, where your damn house. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Okay. Fuck it. So, with no further ado, I would like to welcome to the We Love Hip Hop live stream that we have going on right now. Inside Connect in a motherfucking building. Let's go. Welcome, sir.
What's going on, brother? Thank you for having me, man.
Yo, hold on. Let me make sure that my audio's... I had a little bit of an issue before. Let me make sure the audio's coming through here. Because we ain't trying to fuck this up.
No problem.
Fuck this up. Audio, real tech. Say something again.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
We love hip hop.
Welcome,
Perfect. Yo,
sir. Welcome.
thank you for having me, brother. I appreciate it, man.
So before we get into any of the fuckery, because you know I'm here, always here for the fuckery. Tell me about your page, brother.
Fuck, man.
I seen
Okay,
you on
yo.
I seen you on Instagram talking about like inside and different things like that, like giving game on jail. Like, can you put us on to like what you do on your Instagram page?
100%, brother. Thank you for this opportunity, man. So,
Soft.
listen, myself personally, I've been through a lot in my life, you know.
Mhm.
Just, growing up, a lot of the decisions that I made, you know what I mean? Getting involved in a lot of fuckery, as you said earlier, you know what I mean? That's how I know about all this fuckery. Cause I spend a lot of time in it, bro. And in all honesty, bro, it cost me a lot of time in my life. I ended up
Damn.
getting locked up for a long time, right? I lost 5 years of my life inside, 3 years on parole, years on house arrest, curfew. Like I was 18 when I caught charges, and I didn't finish everything about like 33, I would say. So, and that's why,
Wow.
man, I wasn't able to be on social for so long and all that kind of stuff. I've always been a passionate artist. I make music. A lot of people know me through my music, but my platform is really just about a lot of the experiences that I've been through, and to be able to, like you said, you said a key word earlier when you introduced my platform, and you said it's informative.
Mm-hmm.
It's to be able to help guys that will be going in to be able to do easier time, so they can learn certain things. And a lot of it you have to learn, a lot the pain you're gonna have to go through and experience it. But if there's anything I can do to make their time easier, I would like to. A big focus is to be able to help ex-cons rehabilitate.
Mm.
I have a lot of ex-cons that reach out on my page. Some that are still going through the transition phase, and the whole goal of my page, brother, is to be able to help ex-cons ease their rehabilitation process, and to be able to help the youth make better decisions so they stay off the streets. And I'm Yo, I had somebody in my comments ask me about house arrest. I'm trying to find it. I can't find that comment. I would reply to you on here. Whoever you are, I hope this message gets to you. Listen, I talk a lot on this channel about the time that I've done inside.
Yo, can you hear me now?
The
I can
time
hear
that I
you.
did on conditions,
I'm just
and
playing
I've
one of your
done it
videos.
all, man. Curfews,
Perfect, brother. Sorry about that.
No worries.
house arrest, ankle bracelet, no ankle bracelet. Look, I know this is a very, very stressful time, during the whole process for you in particular, because you don't know what's going on. You don't know if you're going to go to jail. You don't know if you're going to beat the.
Let me ask you now, as far as like the bids, is this like is 5 years the longest bid that you did?
Yeah, so I got 8 altogether, okay, and it was given to me in two. I say 8, bro, because pretty much I didn't finish the first 4, and I caught the next 4. So I just sum it up all together. I was 2 weeks away from finishing my first bid, and I caught another 4. So it literally just ended up going back to back. I had the first 4 for the ARs, the armed robberies, and then the next 4 for the aggravated assault, right? And just going through all this, yo, you can still hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Perfect. Yo, just going through all this, bro, and all the pain and all the loss and everything that you go through, bro. And I feel like just, one message I want to say right now, bro. My channel is for people, for the ordinary people and for the average people. In a sense, what I mean by that is for the guys that have been through the pain that I've been through. We talk a lot about rappers and glorify a lot of guys that, they come out and, they get the red carpet rolled out for them. They got the big chains on, the girls, the cars, everything going on. And, they're living their life. And it's like, okay, this guy's out of prison and he's doing his thing. But in all honesty, man, there's only a few people like that. But there's millions of people like me. There's millions of people like me that come out and that don't have nothing. And when we leave those doors, there's no one there. Maybe one person to pick us up. And when we go home, we have to go and get a job in construction, a shitty job we don't want to take, just to be able to pay the bills and make the grown man decision, even though we know we could go back to the streets. And that's what my channel's for, bro, because I feel like a lot of guys that come out and they're rapping and they're telling their stories, bro, there's only a few guys like them. They only, all due respect, I'm not hating on them, you know, nothing but love. I love to see brothers win. But in all honesty, bro, it's only representing maybe like 10% of less of the population, bro. 90% of us come home, brother, and we gotta ride around in Hondas for a while, brother. We gotta borrow a car sometimes. You know, we don't got nothing, brother. And we gotta get into construction, and we get slept on, bro. We don't get somewhere we can go to talk, to do what we gotta do, to voice our opinions, to make our lives matter, to be able to glorify the 9-to-5 life, brother. After coming out of prison and going through all that and being able to get a 9-to-5 job and build a career is a hard-ass task. Bro, I'm the first guy. There's a lot of guys around the world doing this. But in Toronto, brother, I'll tell you this, I'm the first guy to flex a diploma. I'm the first gangster rapper to come out of a jail cell and flex a diploma. And I'll tell you this, forget about money, you know? I'm talking about, like, bro, that's education. And I'll tell you this, what I feel I'm doing is a lot greater than me. Because I'm not only going to help people rehabilitate and help the youth. What I've done now, brother, is I've opened the doors for a lot of rappers that are locked up. And I know I talked to some of them. And bro, now these guys see when you come out, brother, forget the chains, forget the cars, forget all that. Just press record on your iPhone 13 or whatever you got and tell your story. And if people feel your pain, you can get out there. Yep. I'm opening doors for guys, bro. And I'm telling you what I feel I'm starting right now. I'm putting this out there right now. This is gonna start something a lot bigger than me. You may see a guy come out a year from now who has maybe a more inspirational story than me. Take my playbook and do it even bigger than I do it. And you know what? I'm gonna look at that guy and be proud because I'll know I'm the one that started that. You feel me? What I'm starting, bro, I'm giving guys the opportunity now to come out. Bro, forget your chains, cuz come out in a Puma sweater, dog. Come out with a toque, brother. Don't worry about flexing nothing. Just talk your truth. Talk facts. Don't worry about what they think about you. Don't worry about how you look. Don't worry about nothing, brother. Just talk your facts. You don't gotta prove nothing to nobody. Be you. And that'll be good enough. And I'm opening that door for guys, bro. That's what I feel I'm doing right now. My bro, anybody can blow up on 5K, but who can blow up off 720p, brother? In today's day and age, brother. Look at all of my, bro, do you think that's by accident? I'm wearing the same shirt in most of my videos. I'm eliminating the aspect of money. I'm eliminating the aspect of style. As a rapper, I had to wear different shirts all the time. Bro, go and look at my catalog. It's long. Go and look at my YouTube videos. I got all the fancy videos with the cars, the chains, the money, the girls, nonstop, popping bottles, money, stacks, throwing. Bro, how many times a man's gonna switch clothes? My guy, just be you. I'll wear the same shirt and just talk my shit. And guys are gonna see this. You don't think guys are seeing this behind prison, bro? You don't think guys at night are checking their phones and watching this and seeing what I'm doing? Bro, it's an opportunity for us all, brother, to walk away from glorifying chains, cars, women from rap and go into a new world in Toronto rap where diplomas are glorified, where genuine pain, 9 to 5, if you do a 9 to 5, rep that. Rep that. You deserve that. You're an accountant. I don't give a fuck. You don't got to be a gangbanger. You don't need to just talk about shooting up blocks. You know what I mean? Be you. And I don't want to keep going on about this, but
I got to ask you a question though, because I'm fucking with what you're saying. It's very inspirational. But what I want to know when I'm hearing this is what made your mind make the turn? Because I can relate. There was a point in time where I felt the same way, and then somewhere along the line, like, you know, I was heavily in my drinking and stuff. When I caught my bid where it was like very final, like, oh, I'm not going to be getting out in a week. My brain switched and I got over alcoholism. You seem like you've had an epiphany at some point in time. When did that happen?
Yo, I'll tell you why. So my rap name, right, is Stackz. Okay,
yeah, I'm watching one of your videos on the screen right now.
Yeah, bro. I love that song too, Barry Allen. But, bro, so Stackz, right, to me was always different personas because bass is who I am, right? It's the first 4 letters of my name. It's who I am. Stackz was a persona that was given to me by my peers because, you know, I was always about making money, going out, doing my things. And what I realized, bro, when I went to prison is a lot of people were there for Stackz. They weren't really there for bass. People liked me for Stackz. And there's this image that I had to live by. And bro, I'm a bigger man than that. I'm confident. My guy, I could have nothing and I'll still talk like I know, like I'm a guy because I know that my energy and my confidence will inevitably make me a guy. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and bro, Stackz showed me the evil part of life, brother. Stackz showed me how much people love money, how much people will only come around for money, how much, and I want to bury the image of money, brother. I've gotten to the point where, bro, everybody left me in jail, bro. They all treated me different when I came out, brother. Same guys that I was putting food in their mouth, bro. Now all of a sudden wanted to talk to me like I was a nobody, wanted to talk to me like I was the help, forgetting everything that I had done for them. And I'm like, yo, bro, that's how much you guys valued Stackz. Ain't nobody, none of y'all cared about bass. Bro, this channel now is about being able to represent bass. Like I told you, the millions like bass. The ordinary guys, bro. Not these fucking, not Stackz, brother. Not all the guys, all these guys coming out flexing their chains and their monies and grr, bow. Like, yo, fam. Yo, brother, enough of that. Enough of that. The bass, people like bass, the ordinary people that maybe don't have, that just want respect, that just want genuine relationships, bro, they deserve a voice. We deserve to be able to flex, bro. Why I need a chain, dog? Why I need money, dog? What, bass ain't good enough? Well, these people ain't gonna get nothing but bass sound. These people ain't gonna get nothing but me and my videos of me just talking now. I started talking into the camera because I'm like, this is all people are gonna get now. Either you learn to love me for me or get the fuck out of my face.
I like it, man. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. So you've gotten a couple of bids under your belt. You're freed up right now. And one of the things I saw is a video of you talking about I guess a armed robbery that you did with Mr. Lewinn. Before we get to that, okay?
Yeah.
Before we get to that, because Mr. Lewinn, while that happened, like while that story came out, this was off the heels of him getting a cease and desist from Major Hype. He had a cease and desist with somebody else behind the scenes. There was a bunch of different podcasts that it seemed like there was a pylon that was happening on Mr. Lewinn because of just some of the weird activity that he was having back in the day. And then you popped out with your video. What happened to the video, brother?
Okay, so yo, I'm gonna tell you the honest truth about it. Okay, everything first and foremost that I said is facts.
Okay, and we're gonna get to that. Let's keep that separate about what you said.
Separate. So I'll give you the short answer as to why I took the video off.
Yes,
and I was talking to one of my dogs about this yesterday. I've talked to a lot of my dogs about this. And bro, this is the best way I can explain it. One of my dogs, he literally did this. Like, if I could show you, bro, he's like, you had your foot on his throat and you were squeezing, and he chose to let go. And I'll tell you this, brother. I'll tell you why I chose to let go. Because I remember being at work when I realized that all this shit was going viral. I seen 100K on the first video. I seen, thousands of views hitting on the next. And I realized right there I had the power to bury this guy. And what happened was, bro, there was a part of me, if I'm being honest with me, as much as I think he's a punk, bro, he definitely threw my, bro, he's the reason my boy took that time, that he backed out of the deal, whatever. We'll get to that later. Bro, at the end of the day, the guy's got a mom. He's got a mom, and I'm not looking for the same type of lifestyle that I had before. I don't want to bully guys. So I felt bad. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. There was a genuine part of me in my heart. When I thought about it, bro, this guy's a nobody. I could have gone for him. I could have literally just, bro, and that's not even the tip of the ice. Like, bro,
Hold on. You know what I thought, low-key? I thought that you got a cease and desist.
Yo, what's a cease and desist? Sorry, I don't know what that is, brother.
So it's basically what somebody will send somebody when they're talking about them publicly on whatever platforms and stuff like that. And they'll say, listen, if you continue to talk about me on your platform, then I'm going to take legal action against you. So if you don't follow the cease and desist, like cease and desist from talking to me or talking about me.
Yo,
is
I
basically
can't
what
go
it
to
is.
jail for something like that, right?
No, it's more
Okay,
like
perfect.
um a civil lawsuit that somebody would try to put on you, which it's kind of it's hard to prove civil or defamation because that person might feel that you're defaming their name, but it's hard to prove defamation when you're talking about a public figure.
I see what you mean. Well, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. At the end of the day, I just thought in the back of my head that he wouldn't take it there because he knows what he did, and I like looking at it. If I was in his shoes, I would have thought that he's probably thinking, I knew this was gonna come to bite me at some point,
Mm.
and I would have thought that he wouldn't take it there. So I wasn't thinking he was going to take it there. If I'm being honest with you, I genuinely thought he was just going to eat the L because he knew, bro. He knows what he did. He knows what he did. And when you do something like that, bro, that causes another man so much time of his life, like how did you possibly think it wasn't going to come back and bite you? You know, like you're out over here, you're telling people this whole story of, oh, bro, I did these robberies, now, this, and that. Like, bro, he used that to come up. He used that story to come up. If he didn't use that story to come up, I wouldn't have done nothing about it. That was the first thing that put him on the map. He used an article. And, bro, he backstabbed me. He backstabbed our friend, bro. He knows who I'm talking about, bro, who did extra time for him, didn't pay us any respect, and then used my name, I felt, to blow up because those robberies that he's talking about, bro, those are my stories. Those are my GTA missions, and he's a side character that I picked up. You're you're using my stories, brother. You shouldn't have talked about robberies, brother. You should have walked right away from that life. You shouldn't have even brought it up. You should have gone straight to comedy, brother. And that's it. You should have never looked back. You used that to blow up. And
So
you
wait a minute.
disrespect me like that.
So y'all knew each other from back in the days, or like y'all like because you said
Yo,
he's a
so I
GTA
knew
character
him.
you just picked up.
Yo, so yo, at the end of the day, when I say he's a character that I picked up, I'm talking about in the grand scheme of things of what I was on. But I did know him for a very long time, bro. And bro, the story that I told, bro, it's not just me, it's not just our other Koi. My bro, there was a bag of guys involved in my cases, and everybody knows this. Like, see, for you guys, it was news. But there's guys in my circle that have known this for a very long time. You know what I mean? Like we've known this guy for a very long time. I've known him since high school. And yeah, bro, when he did that, bro, and I'm like, that was my only. I want to throw this out. I just want to throw this out there. I know you're gonna ask me the questions anyways, but bro, I'll be quite honest with you, bro. I sat there when my dog came out, and I had to hear him, bro. When I sat in front of him, brother. And he's living his humble life now, bro. And God bless him, bro. Amazing guy, bro. What a soldier. The man took the extra time for Lewinn without even, bro, to do the right thing, bro. What a soldier. Bro, how many guys do you know that would take 5 years for a guy?
So here's the I don't understand is that the intricacy, like how is it that he ended up taking 5 years? Because the people in the chat are kind of confused. Some people are like, did he snitch? Some people are like saying he backed out of the deal. Like what happened?
So I'll explain that. What happened is, bro, is that so we all get locked up and we go in there, bro. And yo, sorry, before I go into this, I did want to finish that last thing that I was telling you, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's that one thing, bro, that really it didn't sit right with me that Lewinn thought he could just walk away from it. Bro, I saw the pain in my dog's eyes when I seen him, and he told me, and he could have been mad at me, bro. You know, because I was in the ballpen when I had that conversation with him. But he told me, he goes like, Dace, you're solid. It's all good. It's just, bro, when he did that, and I took that extra time and he backed out of the deal, I felt so stabbed in the heart, bro. And and he told me about the pain that he went through for the extra time, bro. Bro, I felt like fucking shit. I felt like fucking shit. And bro, that's why, bro. And then you know what I mean, like, bro. And Lewinn wasn't there, bro. He didn't come pay the man respect for taking that time. Bro, in that time that the man was locked up is the time that Lewinn came out and made his name. Didn't even bring him up. If you didn't bring me up, at least fucking bring him up. Bro, yo.
You didn't go visit him?
Bro, nothing. So let me tell you what happened. But we all get twined up, okay? And I don't want to say whose it was, right? But when we got pulled over, okay, I got pulled over in a separate car. Okay,
and sorry, not to interrupt you. You guys had just finished doing the armed robbery.
We had just finished doing the armed robbery. Okay,
and what was it, like a jewelry store or whatever?
Yeah, it was a jewelry store. It was the People's. Okay. It was the People's. Okay, now we leave, right, and I get onto the highway. Now, bro, I made an arrogant decision myself. This was a fuck up. I was cocky at this point. I was thinking I was king shit. I could do whatever I wanted. I was supposed to, for myself, to switch the plates on my whip. And I would have been Gucci. But when we got to the spot that we were switching whips, I didn't hear no sirens. And I got cocky, I got arrogant, I just wanted to make it back to the hill. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna get into the whip and drive. These guys already switched, they're in a clean whip. So, they're going, I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it, let's just go, bro, I'll make it back. Stupid decision on my end. I end up getting onto the highway. As I get onto the highway, the car that Lewinn's in gets onto the highway in front of me, okay? And right behind me, an officer gets on. And as soon as the officer gets on, I already know in the back of my head, I'm fucked. The only thought that I have is I'm hoping that these guys know what time it is and just get the fuck away from me, bro. Just get away from me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm fucked, right? But just go. So now we get onto the highway, okay? And I get into the middle lane now. And the cop comes behind me in the middle lane. These guys did the right thing. They went all the way to the left. And they started distancing themselves from me. And they start driving away. And I'm like, okay, sick. At least they're gone. You know what I mean? And I'm like, whatever, I'm going to take it. You know what I mean? So now I'm going past every exit. And every exit that I'm going past, 2-3 cops are getting onto the highway. I already know what they're doing. They're setting up, yeah, exactly, right? They're gonna completely surround my car. I've already made up my mind. I'm not running at this point. I'm done. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I'm not gonna speed off. I'm gonna just take a bit at this point, And so they surround my car and eventually end up bringing me to a dead stop. All turn on their silences at the same time, bring me to a dead stop, come to my car, drag me out the fucking car, put their foot on my head and go like, welcome to Durham. That's what I remember, man. Welcome to Durham. I'm like, fuck. So anyways, they take me to the interrogation room now, okay? And I'm not saying shit, and I'm like, all right, whatever, everything is good. Whatever, I'm gonna take this little bid, at least these guys got away, right? Then the cop says to me, he goes like, you don't wanna tell me what happened? It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. Lewinn, he's in the other room.
Oh, shit.
And he says his name. So now, in the back of my head, brother, I'm tripping out. I'm like, fuck, he caught him. But I don't want to show him this, right? Like, I'm on my face, I'm just going to act like, yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is, whatever, But in the back of my head, I'm like, fuck, we're all fucked, obviously, if they caught him. The cop then says to me, he goes like, oh, you didn't know? He goes like, yeah, when we pulled you over and you weren't in the car, I told the units to catch up with the car that got on right in front of you.
Oh, man.
They caught up with that car and they got him. And he goes like, you know what the funny story about it is? When we caught up to your boys, they were just driving away regularly. If they had gone a little bit faster and passed one more exit, they would have been out of my jurisdiction and I would have had to radio in the next jurisdiction. They probably would have gotten away. I wouldn't have gotten those guys on the highway at the time. I wouldn't have gotten the other jurisdiction to get onto the highway and lock it off in time. But they caught him just in time. So he's telling me this shit and I'm like, yo, that's fucked, bro. That's like, fuck. I'm like, yo, I wish they went a little bit faster, whatever the fuck it is. Anyways. Yeah. Everybody's twined up. So now I go and I see these guys in the holding cell. I go and I talk to my dog, okay? All right? Name, Nappy, okay? That much I can tell you. I'm not getting no Govey, but Nappy. That was my dog. Lewinn knows who I'm talking about, bro.
Salute to him.
Right? Say that again?
Salute to him.
Salute to him, bro. Nappy, loyal guy, bro. Loyal guy. Bro, this guy put in work. My bro, not to mention, when they were in the store, Lewinn dropped the stick, bro? Bro, the only reason they got out of there even is because my dog was as efficient as he was. That guy was like Randy Moss delivering a pass, bro. Like, if he went in that store, cuz, he's getting what he needs to get, and he's getting out of there, rain, sun, he doesn't care what's going on, who's yelling around him. But he tells me in the holding cell, he goes like, "Yo, by the way, you know this guy dropped a stick in there, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, wait, what do you mean drop the stick? Like, was there a threat? Like, did somebody walk up to him?" He goes like, "No, bro. I think he got nervous and dropped the stick while I was doing whatever I was doing, and then I just fucking got up." And bro, take this embarrassing part, bro. This is how much of a G my dog is. On their way out, my dog calmly told him, "Pick up the stick."
What?
My dog calmly had to tell him to just pick up the stick. Lewinn was gonna run out without the stick.
Yo, bro, like you're gonna make me fucking break my laptop, Bridgen. What the fuck
Brother,
are you telling me?
but
Right
yo,
now,
taking how much of a G my dog is, that while he's doing everything he's doing, he still has enough time to hop over and just calmly, like, I don't know, play therapist or some shit for a second, and just tell this guy calmly, "Yo, just pick up the stick," because he's like, "Whatever, we already got what we got, like what we needed, we can get out of here now, you know?"
What
And
is he
then
like? Hold on, who's it like? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
it's
Just pick it
gonna
up.
be okay.
It's
Like,
gonna be okay. Let's
bro,
just go.
and fam, and bro, Lewinn begged me for this. He knows this. He begged me to put him on. He begged me. I tried to tell him, nah. For anybody that's gonna get in the comment section and say that I send a puppy to go and do this, this puppy begged, and this puppy did shit in the past to try to earn my trust. At the end of the day, bro, this guy put himself there, and then, bro, anyways. So now we're in the holding cell. I tell Nappy, I'm like, "All right, yo, whatever." I'm like, "Yo, listen, you know what the problem is, bro? Because in their trunk, they found some extra shit. And I'm not going to say who that shit belonged to. Okay?" And I said to him, I'm like, "Yo, here's the problem. If we let that charge go on, then Lewinn's going to start talking about other shit." And it was in the whip. If you're cool with it, dog, hug that. Because you were driving it. You know, for me, I'm in the other whip. It don't even make sense for me to throw myself under the bus. Right? I'm in the other whip, and you know I'm already taking a bag of other time. Because I ended up getting more time than all of them. It's just so we're clear, bro. It's not like I was telling other mans to take time that I wasn't taking. If I'm asking one of my dogs to hug a charge, they already know what I was on. They already know that, yo, at the end of the day, Base is taking more than all of us anyways. So, and I did, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he decides to hug the charge. And he says, "No problem, bro." Does the right thing. I tell it, Lewinn. I'm like, "Yo, Lewinn, I did you a favor, dog. We're trying to get you out of here with minimum time, okay? All you got to do is take this year and a half. All right, we got caught on scene. He's taking the extra shit and you're good." Lewinn's like, "Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. Thank you. This, and that." You know what I mean? Agrees to take this deal. I tell my dog it's a go. We show up to court now. We show up to court, and my dog takes the plea, signs the papers. Lewinn's turn comes to sign. He had already told us that he's going to agree to this. Lewinn doesn't sign the papers. Lewinn doesn't sign the papers. And my dog, bro, you should have seen the look of shock on his face. So pretty much what he did, for anybody that doesn't understand this, by getting my dog to take those extra charges, what he did was he played it in a way where now that my dog took those extra charges, Lewinn would no longer have to fight those charges. Lewinn was now only fighting the robbery, which he was planning on going ahead and fighting anyways without telling us.
Right.
So he was trying to get himself in a situation where he could have walked away from everything scot-free. And the thing is that, bro, to convince you getting away scot-free is not a problem. Get away scot-free if you can. The problem is, why did you get my dog to agree to take those charges if you were still going to fight the case, you fucking piece of shit?
Yes, he could have made a complete different deal with his lawyer and with the information that he has, that like, okay, this guy is not going to be my co-defendant, or my co-defendant is not going to work with me on this. So lawyer, what do we do next?
1,000%, brother. 1,000%. And when he did that, bro, my dog got put in a situation where now he couldn't back out. He's already signed to this deal, right? Because think about it, bro.
Audible at the last minute.
Say that again?
Your dog, who already signed a deal, can't just be like, hold on, let me unsign
that. Exactly. And think about it, bro. If Lewinn is going to say, "Oh, what's wrong with me fighting the case? Why didn't you let my dog fight the case too then? Why didn't you let him?" Bro, I was fucked already. This ain't about me. Because, bro, I was on a whole deeper shit. Because I'm fucking running licks all over the place. So, like, I got, like, bro, Lewinn was a nobody to me. You know what I mean? I had much more pressing matters and a lot of other guys that I was dealing with, and I had other shit going on. So Lewinn was a nobody to me. This case wasn't even like I'm like tripping balls, like fuck, this is why everything is over. For my dog though, bro, this was a big deal. This was the only one for my dog, and this caused him a lot more time. And bro, here's the thing. Here's how you know, just to give you further proof of how much of a bitch move that really was, dog. The man literally, dog, told like when he tells his lawyer that yo, I want a better deal. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, he tells his lawyer, yo, listen, I want a better deal. His lawyer told him, yo, your buddy taking that charge for you was actually the best deal that you were gonna get. Okay?
Yeah.
And he goes like, yo, take the year and a half. He fires his lawyer. Okay? After he fires his lawyer, because his lawyer can't get him away with nothing, he hires another lawyer. Okay? That lawyer tells him that, yo, I can't get you away scot-free. You're gonna have to take this year and a half. He fires that lawyer. Okay? I'm already in the penitentiary doing my time at this point. Okay? I'm in Beaver Creek Medium at this time. All of a sudden, I get notified. I get a letter, right? I'm in Tundra at that time. I get a letter, and it says that I've been summoned to court. And I'm like, what the fuck? I call my lawyer. I'm like, yo, what the fuck kind of shit is this? I already pled out to all my shit. Everything's done. He goes like, yo, you've been called back to testify in the Lewinn case. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck kind of dumb shit is this, bro? What, the prosecutor wants me to fucking, like, what the fuck do they expect? The prosecutor knows I took a deal. He goes like, here's the thing. It's not the prosecutor that summoned you. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes like, Mr. Lewinn has fired all of his legal representatives. He's representing himself, and he has summoned you to court himself.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, wait. So I'm like, yo, hold on. Let me get this straight. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Why is he summoning me to court? My lawyer's like, yo, what I believe his intentions are. We never got to the bottom of it because I never ended up getting to the stand. My lawyer made sure I never took the stand. I did have to go through a lot of bullshit. I had to go back to the bucket. I had to go to the actual courthouse. I just didn't end up taking a stand. His intentions were what we believe. This I cannot prove 100%, but this is the only thing that made sense to me and my lawyer. He wanted me to say that I forced him to do this.
Oh my God.
And what happened was, so when I got there, and bro, take me in for a second right now, bro. Me being the guy that I am anyways. I asked my lawyer when I get to court, I'm like, yo, hypothetically speaking, is there a chance that I could get this guy off the case? You know what I mean? I'm like, is there a chance, because I'm already doing time for it, right? Is there a chance that I'd be able to take this guy off of it? Because it's not like I'm getting extra time anyways. Right. My lawyer goes like, yo, here's the fucking problem. If you go on the fucking stand and they got you under oath, fuck this case, buddy. I'm worried about everything else they're going to be fucking asking you. So don't even fucking, if you even think about going on stand to try to help this fucking clown out in any way, shape, or form, I'll refuse to represent you. My lawyer, shout out Carlos Rapal, big lawyer, yo, Edward and Royal Associates. And bro, you know what I'm saying? Carlos Rapal does his thing. Bro, and take in that even though we suspected that's what this guy wanted me to do and throw me under the bus, I was still willing to entertain throwing myself under the bus. Just if it got him off of it. Bro, this guy's already done so much bitch shit by now in this whole story that I've told you. It's like, bro, how much more of a bitch can you be? Bro, now I get out of prison, okay? I get out of prison. I go to the gym, okay? Random time, I go to the gym. I've already done my whole sentence for that, bro. You know, I ended up catching another sentence afterwards, like I told you, the next 4 for my aggravated assault. But at the time, I'm out on parole. I get out on parole. I've done my time for the robbery, for the Mr. Lewinn and mine robbery, right? And then boom, now all of a sudden I go to the gym one day, you know? And I see some guy, you know, flexing his bicep and shit, you know what I mean? And it's this guy. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck are you doing over here? He goes like, well, I'm getting ready to go do my time. I'm like, listen, you fucking bird.
What?
Bro, he still hadn't done the time, brother.
Yo, this guy's making my head hurt.
The man still had not taken the deal. He was still trying to fight it. Inevitably ended up taking the same deal anyways, bro.
Oh!
Ended up having to go to prison. And that's where that whole part came out about, like, yo, when he was in prison, he was like fucking doing stand-up comedy, bro. He was doing stand-up comedy not by choice. I mean, not that I have anything wrong again with, I love stand-up comedy, but bro, he wasn't doing that shit by choice. He was getting forced by the man them to tell jokes just to stay on range, brother.
You can tell a joke or we slap the shit out of
Bro,
you.
that's what it was, brother. There was a table on range, and they would tell the man he had to stand up on the table. So, like, he kind of had a stage and tell man's jokes, bro. And mans would surround the table, and this guy would tell jokes. And, like, let's say, there's a guard in the bubble, right? Like, and he's seeing this shit through his camera, and he'll hop onto the range and be like, yo, what the fuck's going on over here? And, a man would just be like, yo, he's just telling the man some jokes. He's a good youth still. And the guard would be like, yo, I don't got time for this shit, and just leave, But bro,
Hold on. Stop. Pause for a second. It was a get up on a table or a deaf us? No, brother.
That's what it was, brother. And yo, look, here's the thing, bro. At the end of the day, bro, and this is my thought process. It's like, yo, bro, if that trained you to be a better comedian when you got out, then yo, fuck it. I guess it was meant to be. It was a blessing in disguise. But why are you out over here charging mans for shows that you were giving away for free to mans in prison? Like, at least give the man them out here the same respect, brother. Like, at least just fucking go pull up and do a show for a bag of mans for free. You're already doing that shit in there. And now you want to come out here and like hustle hardworking citizens for their money and charge them $150 or whatever the fuck he charged. I don't know what the fuck he's charging, bro.
What?
But
Who the fuck is that nigga charging $150?
Bro, I'm just throwing a random number. I don't know if that's a fact. I'm just throwing out a random fucking number.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever the fuck he's charging. It's like, yo, cuz you weren't charging nobody in prison for nothing, brother. You didn't stand your ground. Like, bro, you didn't have enough balls to say, yo, I don't want to tell jokes. And then, yo, bro,
this nigga's lucky he could keep some of his canteen.
You know what I'm trying to say? And then, bro, look, the guy went to the penitentiary eventually, and then, when he made his way down to lower security levels, he was able to make a couple of friends. Those guys in the local in the lower security.
Whoa. Sorry, hold on. Back it up. Pause. He had to go through pen time?
Yo, he ended up, if I'm correct, he ended up making it to, I don't know which minimum it was that he ended up making it to. But yeah, he had to go through pen time, right?
Wait. So he went from facing 1.5 years, because to do pen time, you have to get 2 years and a day. So he got more than 2 fucking years?
Yeah, he got more than 2 years. He ended up taking more than... He's a fucking idiot, bro. He's a fucking idiot, bro.
So wasn't the deal a year and a half?
Bro, he's a fucking dumb truck, brother. This is what I'm trying to show you. And brother, here's the thing, bro. When he did make it to the lower security level, he started being able, because the man them over there just trying to get out, just trying to do their time nice and just get out. So like nobody know, what's going on with you in jail, how mans were treating you in jail. So when he got there, I think, I don't know, he tried to switch up his whole image or whatever it was. And I think maybe he made a 1-2 friends, because when he came out, all of a sudden now I'm seeing him like, moving like he knows the 1-2 guys, like on his social media, like he's friends. And I'm like, yo, bro, there's no way that any of these guys really know anything about you. Because if any of these guys knew anything about you, bro, nobody would be dealing with your clown ass, bro. Like, who would, bro? Any real guy is not going to deal with this guy. Like, bro, you could still tell jokes, and maybe, you'll build an audience somewhere or whatever it is. But any of the guys, bro, that you claim you fit in with, none of them would respect you, bro. None of the guys in Toronto would respect this shit, bro. Who the fuck's going to respect this shit, bro?
So...
and bro, look, like,
has he tried to contact you since you made that post?
No, but like, bro, think about it, brother. Like, why would he? So what happened is so when he made that post, he started making little sneak disses. So I told a story about how he pulled up on a bicycle and an ice cream cone. Then he made a post with him on a bicycle and an ice cream cone the next day, And then, when I told his brother tried to get at me in the comments, and I said, I'm like, yo, bro, I backed off because I didn't want to bother burying the guy's career. And at the end of the day,
I'm like, yo, whatever, fuck it. I'm like, yo, bro, but just know that I won because with my little bit of following of a couple thousand people or whatever I had, bro, if you look at my following, I was at like 400 followers like a month and a half ago.
Oh,
you know
shit.
what I mean? And bro, like most of that has come now. So it's like, yo, my bro, it's like I'm like, yo, bro, I'm doing my thing, and I told his brother in that message, I'm like, bro, with my little following, I made him relevant again. Even though he is known more on social media, much more than me, I made his ass relevant again because my posts are hitting numbers. And I'm like, bro, if you think about it, I'm gonna live rent free in that guy's mind for the rest of his life. I pretty much I one-upped him anywhere we were. When we were in the streets, the guy did what I told him to. Now the guy thought he could go on social media and do everything. All that, bro, all for what? In the end, it's still me, bro. It's still me that you had to, like, you know what I mean? You should have paid some respect to me because if I wanted, bomb, I could bury you. So whether it's in the streets or whether it's here, like, yo, my bro, I'm like the 50 Cent to the guy's Ja Rule. I know that. Like, this guy is not, you know what I mean? He can't get away from me in that sense. So I'm like, yo, bro, I won. I got what I wanted to get done. I felt like I got get back for my dog. I didn't go about it in any other way. You know what I mean? I kept it to social. I went to his playing ground. I went to social where he likes to do his thing. I beat him in his own game. I didn't do what I used to do, right? I came here, I did what I had to do, and I'm like, yo, I got my get back, and I'm like, yo, bro, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna walk away from this shit. And that's exactly what I did. But now it's like, bro, if I'm in situations like with you or when I was, with Parsa the other day on a stream, at the end of the day, bro, the story's out there. It's true. And if I'm asked about it, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Well,
I tell the truth on my channel. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna shy away from it. I'm not gonna risk my people, bro, who know what I'm about on my channel, on who support my movement on Inside Connect. I'm not gonna take a bullet for this fucking schmuck and tell you that I'm talking shit. Fuck that, bro. My people know I talk facts. So if it's ever brought up, bro, it is what it is. This is what happened. This is the story. Am I gonna go on posting about it on my channel and go on and keep trying to rag this guy? No, I'm done. But if it's brought up, if a man like yourself asks me, like, yo, bro, what happened there? Bro, this is what happened. What the fuck do you want me to tell you? This is the truth. What the fuck is he? Bro, get him and I in the same room. I'll agree to it. I'll show up. Get him and I in the same room.
Hey, Lewinn.
Bro, I'm not, bro, and I'll tell you straight up, brother. Whatever happened in the past happened. I'm not an idiot, bro, to be on here, bro, after everything that I've been on and fucking call a man out and start beefing this guy, fucking, you know what I mean, and fucking fighting this guy on camera and doing all sorts of shit. My guy, I'm not going to risk casting a charge like that. So if I'm telling you that I'll pull up, you know what I mean? Whatever he want to do is on him. But I'll agree to pull up if he's there. And I'm not pulling up strapped. I'm not pulling up with nothing, brother. I don't deal with that shit no more. I don't deal with weapons. I'll pull up like nothing, brother. And bro, we can literally just talk facts. Because how the fuck are you going to disagree with what I'm saying? You were in the holding cell with me. You were in the car with me. You were everywhere with me. How the fuck are you going to tell me I didn't see or you didn't see what we both saw? Like, you know what I'm saying? The truth is the truth, bro. So that's where I stand on it, my bro. And he knows it, man. He tried to, so I told you, he didn't try to reach out to me, but then, bro, I would message him on the little smart-ass post that he would make, and I'd be like, look, I'm making you famous again. I want my 20% as usual. I put that in a comment, to get this guy to talk back. Like, bro, I'm on your page, and I'm hollering at you. At your people, you know what I mean? In your comment section. You're not in my comment section. I'm in your comment where my people are going to defend me naturally. I'm where your people are going to defend you, right? So here you go. Here's your chance to be able to say something back because I'm opening fire. I'm saying, yo, I want my 20%. Bro, the guy didn't even respond. No defense mechanism whatsoever. And like, what am I going to do with that too, bro? At the point, what? I'm going to keep going now with a guy that's obviously, bro, the guy blocked me then. You know what I mean?
And I'm like, yo, bro, like fucking, because I didn't want him to block me because I wanted to see if he was talking shit about me, if he was saying something, because I'll respond, bro. Like, we can get to the bottom of this. But he wasn't trying to do none of that, bro. Didn't put up no defense mechanism whatsoever. I'm like, you know what, brother, I'm done here.
Wow,
I'm done here.
You got hit with the infamous Lewinn block.
Yeah, brother, and it's
Wow.
like, bro, like, dog, like, but what's he gonna say? Like, when I think about it, it makes sense, right? Like, how are you gonna respond to this? Because, bro, you know the truth, and I'm pretty sure there's a big part of him that knew that this was gonna come around at some point, and you know what I mean? That obviously, bro, guys aren't happy, bro. You fucking lied to us, man. You know what I mean? I went and asked my dog to take a deal so I could get you out of jail. My dog took that deal so that he could get you out of jail. And you ended up fucking on the day of the deal, not fucking signing. I don't give a fuck what any defense anybody wants to give him. That's some snake fuckery bullshit. I cannot say verbatim because I know paperwork is paperwork. I cannot say verbatim that makes him a rat. What I can tell you is that me and my Kofi confidently feel that is rat-like behavior.
No.
Fact.
I'll do this. I'll give him a little bail. Okay, he might not think that I'm gonna do this. He's not a rat, but that's definitely snake activity.
Super snake activity, brother. Super snake. Like I said, bro, I'll go as far as saying rat-like behavior. I mean, bro, if he was gonna do that for that time, imagine if he did have to fight for the case and my dog didn't hug the charge. Bro, this guy would have started talking about all sorts of other shit, bro. This guy would have
He
tried
might be
to
like a
bury me.
possum. He's more like a possum.
Bro, and the man even called me to court to testify, bro. Like, who the fuck does this? Who invites their fucking, like, I don't know, bro. I don't invite my friends to take stands. Like, what the, like, that's fucking retarded, bro. You know what I mean? Like, for what, bro? Like, what am I gonna do for you in this case? And bro, like I said, bro, for me to even go on there was gonna be jeopardizing me to a point where now I would have to, bro, these guys wouldn't even care. The prosecutors got me there. My lawyer's like, yo, bro, they're gonna start talking to you about a bag of other shit, bro. They're gonna be like, yo, why we have you here? And you're under oath. You know what I mean? Now, it don't matter, bro. I don't want to talk about all of that. Yes, people can easily say, oh, yeah, you can just not answer. But why the fuck even take the stand to begin with? Just to not answer? How about just not fucking take the stand? You know what I'm trying to say? So obviously that was the easy play there. You know what I mean? I've never taken a stand. I don't want to take a stand. And that's what it was, bro. But yeah, bro, like even that, like, bro, who calls, even if that's what he wanted to do, like if he wanted me to take blame for it. It would have been one thing if I wanted to take the blame and I voluntarily wanted to do this. You summoned me to court to do this, bro? Like, what the fuck?
And y'all don't talk.
And we don't talk, brother. You haven't come to see me. You don't send me no canteen. You don't do nothing. You know what I'm trying to say? Straight bitch shit, bro. Straight bitch shit. And like it's just, bro, and like I told you, man, that's what it is. And when he did the whole block thing, I'm like, yo, bro, obviously, like, it's like, fuck, yeah, what are you going to say, bro? Because I know the truth. I don't know if people are waiting for him to respond. I don't know if people are saying, yo, what's he going to say back? Like, what does one say back in that situation? Like, what are you possibly going to say back here? Other than, bro, the guy tried to talk about, like, I don't know, bro, the way that I was talking in the video, tried to make stupid little jokes, but it's like, yeah, bro, that's pretty much what you can do, bro. Bro, a guy come out over here, bro, and I know the guy, and the guy starts telling people, yo, Bass is a rat. I'm not a rat, I can promise you that. But if a guy comes out here and starts fucking saying that shit, and I know what the guy is saying is true, what the fuck am I going to do about this? What that? You know what I'm trying to say? It's facts are facts, right? So that's how I looked at it from his perspective. Where I'm like, bro, that's probably why he just shut it down, right? Because it's like, bro, how are you gonna, bro, what, you're gonna come after me, bro? And bro, knowing that, bro, it's not just me that knows this, knowing how many guys that you and I both grew up with that know this, knowing how you would never get away with trying to lie about this story, it would, you know what I mean? It would inevitably end up, even if my dog Nappy, at some point or another, bro, Nappy may even speak on it. Who knows? You would never know. He stays away from social media for the most part. But bro, there's many guys, bro. There's many guys that would be able to fucking, that know what the fuck happened. So it's like, in his case, it's like, bro, he can't really, there's nothing to fight there. You know what I mean? That's how I saw it in his case on why he just blocked me and he's like, yo, fuck this. I'm just going to get away from this.
So let me ask you in closing here, because I still have another like 2-hour stream to get to here. but I do appreciate your time, brother. For the people who don't know, who've been coming in and out of the chat, we got Bass Stackz in the building, aka Inside Connect on Instagram. Air horns for you, brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Before you go, what, as far as this whole thing, how do you feel since that, like, your social media has gotten a little bit more traction and stuff, that you've been able to benefit from this, and where do we go from here?
You're talking about benefiting from, like, the Inside Connect, like the whole, like, what I'm trying to do with my platform, correct?
Keep in mind, you had your platform, but I didn't see you until you made the Lewinn post, the one that you ended up deleting. But I didn't see, you weren't on the algorithm until that popped up.
Yo, so before I made that post, I had a couple of posts that I had one that it's at about 160K now. I have another one that was at about 140K. Mm-hmm. I was actually seeing a lot of growth. That's what my numbers were showing me.
Right.
I personally felt I did see a big peak when I made that when I made that Lewinn post. Aaron, I call him Aaron, man. Like, that's how we know him, I know everybody knows him as fucking Lewinn, Mr. Lewinn, so I keep saying that. But in any case, so when that happened, bro, my views went up. But I'm going to be quite honest with you, bro. They didn't. I know people think on the outside I gained a lot from it. In a sense, I did gain certain followers, but I did lose, actually, from it in a sense, too. Because... And what I mean by that is that, bro, I've been through a lot, right? And people aren't online to see a guy like me bullying people, right? People aren't online to see a guy like me, at least the fan base that supports me genuinely and that I want to be able to cater to. Bro, they want to be able to hear the positive messages that I have to put out. I did lose some loyal followers, I felt. After that happened, that they're like, yo, you're taking time now to sidetrack. But after that, remember, I wilded out and I got at that whole, at 6 sounds for bringing it up again, too. You know what I mean? Yeah. That whole happened. And, bro, so if I'm being quite honest with you, bro, people can call it whatever they want, cloud chasing, this and that. I'm temperamental. I literally, bro, as you can see on my fucking whole entire channel, I literally look at my phone and press record when I feel like it. Mm-hmm. At that time, I already knew for a very long time I wanted to get back on this guy. That was my way of being able to get back and just leaving it at that. And not doing anything illegal. And I'm not looking to do anything illegal. I don't want it to go anywhere. But that's what my intentions were. I'll tell you straight up, bro. I wanted that get back. And number two, when I did make the post on the day of, it was very... spur of the moment. If you notice, bro, I make a lot of posts and then I'll archive them. Because I'll look at it later and I'll be like, fuck, I was just snapping at that point, bro. The fuck out. You know what I'm trying to say? But with him, it was a lot of get back. And most of things that I've been doing right now, bro, I don't know. I don't have everything planned out. A lot of the things I do on a whim. I post on the day of. I figure it out right there and then. So if anybody thinks that I was doing this to clout chase, I don't give a fuck about clout chasing. I'm so confident in my movement, bro. I don't need nobody. I even told 6 sounds I don't need your fucking post. You know what I mean? And the guy gave me a post for free. Bro, my dog told me straight up, he goes like, yo, who do you know in one legal sitting or in one sane sitting? He goes like, I don't know nobody that in one sane sitting would punk a man, then get reposted for that by another guy and then punk the guy that reposted it.
Wow.
He's like, bro, that just goes to show you, my guy, I'm moving how I feel. I'm moving at the drop of a hat. No, I'm not planning things. Like, I didn't think that guy was going to repost me. Should I have snapped at 6 sounds? Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't have. He's just doing his thing. But, like, bro, at that moment, I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm like, yo,
don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize to 6 sounds on this network over here. Fuck them. But
fuck them. But like, you know what I'm saying, fam? Like, bro, for me, but all I'm trying to get to in closing, so that people know, Lewinn was a mix-up of how I felt at the moment and get back. That's how I looked at it. And if anybody thinks that I'm planning this for clout chasing or whatever the fuck, bro, I don't know. Maybe they should follow me and watch me a little bit more. They'll start realizing, yo, this guy literally just fucking posts whatever the fuck he wants. Like, you'll literally see, like, yo, bro, I'll fucking post me drinking at a bar, dog. And I'll get fucking 7,000 views just for me drinking at a bar. Like,
let's do this then to close this out proper. And maybe we can get some of your core audience that was there before to come back. Okay. You've heard this word recidivism before.
Yes.
As somebody who's been in the system. Okay. And for the people who don't know, when you recidivize, it means that when you come home from jail, you have a high chance of recidivism, meaning there's a high chance you're going to see your ass back in that jail cell again. How do we lower the recidivism rate for our young youth out there? Let's end off on a good note.
Let's end off on a great note like that, my bro. That's really what it's about. That's what my movement's about. For the youth, bro, I think what guys like me can do, the biggest thing that guys like me can do, and there's many guys like me, there's rappers that are going to be coming out of prison, there's rappers that are out right now that have been through it, that the youth idolize. Share the truth, man. Share the truth. I'm not saying that you're going to save everybody. I'm not saying that you're going to save every kid. But if you can get through to even one, you've done your job. Share the truth. Share the genuine experience, the pain. Don't just show off the money, lie to them, and say that, oh, the streets is full of, getting whatever the fuck you want and women and money and all this. Bro, that's not the truth, man. Tell them the truth. Tell them what you really lost, brother. Show them what you look like without those chains. And that's what I would say to anybody that's like me and myself included. I think that's the best way to get through to the youth, man. Is to really just, to keep it real with them.
Oh, I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it. Well, there you have it, man. Bass Stackz in the building, a.k.a. the Inside Connect. I suggest everybody go check out his page on Instagram, inside_connect_. And listen, brother, keep spreading the positive message. Welcome home, and please keep being positive and stay home.
Thank you so much, Friday. Honestly, I really appreciate this opportunity, brother. I really appreciate you reaching out and doing this. I'm trying to get the word out. So all you guys collectively doing this, it's like a big ball of positive energy that every single one of us is putting into it, and it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. And inevitably, bro, we'll be able to make the positive change we want. I'm confident of it. And you doing what you're doing is being able to help contribute to that. So thank you, brother.
No, I appreciate it, brother. Well, listen, brother, we'll talk behind the scenes, man, and look out for the clips. I'll start tagging you.
Sounds good, my brother. I definitely will. Hey, much love, brother, and have a great rest of the stream.
You as well, brother.
All right, peace.
Yo, salute to Bass Stackz, man. Hold on, air horns. Air horns.
Gentlemen with my ladies, I'm a gangster, I get crazy. 4, 5, and 3 ADs. Old school kicks, I'm a classic, man. Shoot any hater in traffic jam. Come to the trap like Pakistan. They know I'm a dog, I'ma go fetch. 2 bad bitches, I'ma go half. I gotta grind, get no rest. I pop a perk, I feel so blessed. She got a ring, she aced that test. Hey.
Yo, salute to Bass Stackz, man. Salute to Bass Stackz. Listen, man. Shit just happens sometimes, bro. Like he said, he's spontaneous. I'm spontaneous too, man. Salute to Bass Stackz, aka Inside Connect. And you know what? I'll do this too. Salute to you too, Mr. Lewinn. Because I know you'll see this. All right. I'll do this. And I'll close the segment here. Because I'm a petty piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? Brother, if we got to get into a back and forth in the comments and all that type of shit, then I can get a next homie to pull up. I'm sure he got a crazy story too. You know what I'm saying? The dude that was in the car with you. All right. Since we're talking about journalism and all that type stuff. Just saying. Anyhow. We
love hip-hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip-hop.